your seated mountain pose, sitting towards the front of your chair, stacking the spine, closing the eyes, and focusing all of your attention on the breath. Observing the breath, observing what parts of the body may be moving with each inhale and each exhale breath. Now, please begin to deepen the breath. Taking the breath more deeply into the lower reaches of the lungs. Notice the belly expanding with each inhale breath and contracting with each exhale breath. Now use that focus on the breath to even out the length of the breath between your inhale and exhale breath. Take 2 more complete rounds of the breath here. One more round. Now let's place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. And begin to stretch out the exhale so that it becomes longer than the inhale. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 3, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stretching it out even further. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 2, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 3, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now take 4 more rounds of the breath with the extended exhale, finding your own rhythm, and do it at your own time and at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 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 Returning towards the front of your chair, stack the spine, draw the shoulder blades back and together, and then slide the shoulder blades down the back slightly. Position the feet underneath the knees, about hip distance apart, and notice what is supporting you as we come to our seated mountain pose. The sit bones, evening out the weight front to back, side to side on the sit bones. Rock slightly towards the right, reach under the left sit bone, pull the flesh away from the sit bone, lean over to the left, reach under the right sit bone, and pull the flesh away. Noticing how that maybe increase the connection between the seat of the chair and your sit bones just a little bit. Stack each of the vertebrae, one on the next. Reach around and see if you've got a gentle forward curve in the spine, and then strengthen all the muscles along the core, along the front body. The muscles we've been working on in most of our recent practices. Strengthen those muscles, starting with the pelvic floor and working all the way up from the pelvic floor. And notice how the front body, the role the front body plays along in conjunction with the muscles of the back body in supporting the spine. Let's begin the work of our practice by doing a little work to strengthen and bring awareness to the pelvic floor. First, drawing the sit bones into center, and then letting them release out to the side, almost like you're closing an elevator door, drawing the sit bones into center for 2, release for 2, draw in for 3, release for 3, draw in for 4, release for 4, and draw in for 5, and release for 5. Now we're going to also work front to back on the, again, now on the pelvic floor. So now we're going to draw the pubic bone and the tailbone together, front to back. Again, that same elevator door action. Into center for 1, out for 1, in for 2, out for 2, in for 3, out for 3, in for 4, out for 4, and in for 5, and out for 5. And now side to side, front to back, draw it in both directions. Inhale or draw in for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale or draw in for 2. Exhale for 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. And 5. And 5. Come to, again, checking in with that spinal alignment, coming to seated mountain pose, beginning to warm up the spine with some cat-cow moves. Inhale, lifting the spine. And then exhale, rounding the spine towards the back of the chair. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back. Inhale for 3. Exhale back for 3, 4, 4, and 5, and 5. Come back to the neutral spine. Once again, feel the weight carried on the sit bones, through the pelvis, through the sacrum, and all the way up to the base of the skull. Gravity pulling the mass of the upper body down in towards the chair. And breathe. Let's take the arms to the side. And you might try just setting your blocks on the highest height towards the side of the body. And just reach down, going left or right, left, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, and 6. For 7, breathing the arm overhead. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12, and 12. Bring both hands overhead. Twist the body slightly towards the right. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. And again, twist towards your right side. Remembering our first twist of the day doesn't need to be our deepest. Inhale here, exhale, come through center. Right hand comes to the outside of the left thigh as we twist in the opposite direction. Inhale, exhale, come back towards center, and let's take one cat-cow move. Inhaling, raising the sternum, and exhaling, rounding the back towards the back of the chair. Let's inhale and come back to center. Arms extend once more to the side. Raise the arms overhead. Exhale the hands to heart center. Raise the arms overhead. Exhale to heart center. And raise overhead. And exhale back to heart center. Let's once more come overhead. And this time, we're going to interlace the fingers and press the palms towards the ceiling or towards the sky. Bring the hands behind the head. Draw the elbows together in front of the face for 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12, and 12. Fingertips to the top of the shoulders, elbows come in for once more for 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, and 12. Stretch the arms right out to the side. Reach out to each wall. Turn the thumbs towards the wall behind, and then palms towards the wall behind you. For 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Let's take the right arm over the left and reach the fingertips onto the shoulder blades. Lift the elbows slightly. And then option to bring the palms to rest together. Curling the arms around each other. Release the shoulders. Roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Stretch out again. Thumbs to the wall behind for 1. Palms, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6. And now left over right. Fingertips onto the shoulder blades. Peel the shoulder blades away from the spine. And option to stay here or bring the palms together in front of the face for a half eagle pose. Unravel everything. Take the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Place the hands, wrap the fingertips around the lower ribs, and just articulate the body from side to side. For 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, and come back to center. Release the hands onto the thighs. Let's take the left hand and just begin tapping gently on the arm, tapping all the way around. Forearm, come up onto the upper arm. You can work up onto the shoulder, the deltoid muscles. Down onto the triceps. Come up onto the trapezoid muscles. Let's switch to the other side. Come down, again, the deltoids at the head of the shoulder. Biceps and triceps. Down onto the forearm. Back of the hand. Now, interlace the fingers and press the palms out towards me. We'll raise the arms overhead. Press the palms up towards the ceiling. So as the palms go up, the shoulder blades come down the back. Up and down. Come back to center. And let's grab the wrists, or keep with the fingers still interlaced, begin to roll the wrists around. And then go in the opposite direction. Grab the thumb, either hand, and just gently shake the hand. And it's just some very gentle pressure pulling on the thumb to just create some more space in those joints. Let's keep doing that, wiggling the hand, pulling gently, one finger at a time. Come to the opposite hand. And let's come back to seated mountain. Interlace the fingers again, and let's take the fingers around the right knee. Draw the right shin, draw the right knee towards the right shoulder, and flex and point the toes of the right foot. Circle in one direction, and circle in the opposite direction. Stretch the right foot out towards me. Draw the left heel back towards the chair, so the left heel is now behind the right knee. Press onto the left thigh. So the left heel is behind the left knee, and lean forward. And feel that stretch come into the calf muscle on the right side. Flex the toes of the right foot in towards the extended leg, so pressing in and come up. And now you can grasp the edge of the chair or frame the calf with the block. Keep that spine nice and long. Fold over the extended leg and feel the stretch of all the way down the right side of the body, right from the heel, the toes, all that whole chain of connective tissue, all the way up. Inhale, come up. Draw the right foot in, take it behind the knee, press the heel towards the floor, and extend the left leg out towards me. Press that calf, press the heel down into the floor to extend the calf muscles. Inhale, come back. Again, now use the edge of your chair. Extend the body forward. Keep the back nice and long to avoid any of that strain that comes from placing the spine into extension. Inhale, come up. The feet meet at the center. Take the arms overhead and exhale. Fold forward over both legs. Inhale, come up. Find the opposite interlace of the fingers. Draw the knee in. Flex and point the toes. And circle in one direction. And circle in the opposite direction. Bring both feet back onto the floor. Let's take the feet slightly wider than hip distance and just let those knees gently sway from side to side. Continuing to work and loosen up those muscles around the hips, the glutes. And come back to center. Walk the feet in towards the center. And let's come back to seated mountain pose. Walk the feet So the legs form a gentle V. This doesn't need to be your maximum. Look at the way the femurs are pointing, so the hip bone, and try and line that up with the direction the feet are pointing as well. Let's optional to bring your blocks into the center of the V to give you support as we fold forward. Inhale the arms overhead, and let's exhale. Bring the body into the center of the V, either supporting yourself on the blocks. Remember, those blocks can be at any height. Folding forward over the blocks. And let's inhale, come all the way up. The hands meet overhead and draw the hands back to heart center. From heart center, take the arms up to cactus position. Draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Twist the body slightly towards the right. Bend the left elbow and bring the left elbow onto the left thigh just above the knee. That hand can either rest at the side or reach and stretch overhead. Twisting slightly, extending the arm. Breathing here. Inhale, come back up to center. Twist towards the left side. Or twist to the other side. And let's reach across. Inhale, come back up to center. Arms stay at cactus. Raise the hands overhead, interlace. Interlace the fingers, release the index fingers towards the sky. Arc towards the right. Arc towards the left. Arc towards the right. Arc towards the left. And come back to center. Exhale, bring the hands onto the upper thighs, fold forward, and the hands can either stay on the thighs or release to the floor on the blocks or right down onto the floor. Whatever position you choose, make sure that the back can stay long and avoid that rounding of the upper back. And inhale, come all the way up. Draw the hands back to heart center and breathe. Take one more full breath here. And exhale through the mouth with a big sigh. Let's come back to center. Walk the feet back to center. Heels underneath the knees. Come to seated towards the front of our chair. Find the breath. Inhale the arms overhead with the next breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And return the hands to heart center. Inhale up. Left heel comes back. Right leg extends. Curl the toes in towards the shin and fold forward over the extended leg. Stretch out the muscles on the back of that extended leg. Inhale, come up to center. Both feet meet at the center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Right foot comes back. Left foot extends and we fold over the extended leg. Again, remembering to keep the back long. Inhale, come up, both feet meet at the center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up and return the hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. And as we exhale, extend the right foot, draw the left foot back, fold over the extended leg. Remember, even as we move faster, to keep the back nice and long. Inhale, come up, feet meet at the center. Exhale, right foot draws back, left foot extends, and fold over the extended leg. Inhale, come back to center, both feet meet at the center. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands meet overhead and draw the hands back to heart center. Take one breath here, and we'll do another round. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, extend right, left foot back. Fold over the extended leg. Inhale, come back to center. Feet meet at the center as the hands meet overhead. And then exhale, extend the left leg and fold over the extended leg. Inhale, come back to center. Both feet and hands meet at the center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up and come back to heart center. Final round. Inhale. Exhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. All the way up. Right foot extends, left foot comes back. Fold over the extended leg. Inhale, come up. Feet and hands meet at the center. Left foot extends, right foot folds, comes back. Go over the extended leg. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And the hands come back to heart center. Let's take one breath here. And before we come up to standing, we'll do we'll just repeat some of our core work. You can either do your core work with or without extra weights. And yes, a great time to grab a drink, rehydrate before we go on. So coming up to seated, let's take both of our, either with or without our weights, hands crossed on the upper chest. Inhale here, and remember to think about those muscles, the core muscles supporting the front body, the muscles at the back supporting the spine, all front and back, the core working to keep the spine elongated while we exhale, we inhale to move, angle back towards the back of the chair. Inhale, using the core. Feel the work initiating right at the pelvic floor as we come back for 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6, and 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Release the weights, roll the shoulders around once, and come to the opposite cross of the arms. This time, as we inhale and come back, the first 6, I'm going to give you the option to see if you can bring the right foot off the floor and hold it extended, hover it above the floor as we go back for 1, 1, 2, 2. Don't sacrifice any of that action to protect the spine. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6. Switch legs. 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12. And we come back to center. Let's just do a little more weight work. We'll do some curls while we're here. So remember to bring that. So each vertebrae stacks one on the next, and that the core muscles of the front and back body are fully. So raise up for 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12, and 12. Take one full breath here. We're going to repeat that for another 12. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, and 12, and 12. Let's take one breath here. And now we're going to do a third rep of 12. So if you're at about your right level of challenge, you should find that you're becoming, let's say, sometime during this third rep, you might find that you're at that level where you can't do anymore. If you can do the next 12 easily, might be time to add some extra weight. So let's come back, stack the spine. Remember, muscles supporting the spine. Lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drag it down for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 12. So let's set our weights aside. Everybody looked to be moving just about as well at number 36 as you did at number 1. Let's come back to our seated mountain pose. And I think it's time to do a little standing work. So let's bring ourselves up to standing. And let's begin. We'll begin by facing the back of our chair.
Allan, you might want to move the camera higher. I can't see your head.
Okay. Okay, I think we've got it. We're okay? Good. Okay, so come to stand behind your chair. Let's breathe here. And we're finding our standing mountain pose here. So shoulder blades back and together. Inhale the arms overhead and exhale forward fold towards the chair. Inhale, come all the way up, raise the arms up, and draw the hands back to heart center. Inhale up, exhale forward fold. Inhale, come up part way, exhale fold. Inhale, come all the way up, and return to heart center. Final time, inhale, exhale forward fold. Rise halfway up. Exhale, fold back towards the chair. Inhale, come all the way up and return to heart center. Let's place the hands on the chair. Step our left knee in towards the chair and bring that right foot well back. Again, back the appropriate amount for you today. Angle the feet out towards the side of the mat. So we're into our warrior 1 feet, and let's bend the knee in towards the chair. And just as we bend in, let's support ourselves on the chair and strengthen those core muscles up the front body, starting at the pelvic floor, lifting all the way up, finding that good support, and straighten the legs. You can either support yourself on the chair, bring the hands to the waist, or as we bend in, lift the arms overhead, and exhale, lower the arms. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Inhale. Exhale for 4. Inhale. And exhale for 5. And let's inhale and hold on 6. And exhale. Lift the back heel, step both feet to meet, and stretch the body out in a chair L pose. So stretching out. Turn the left foot out now, and step the right knee in towards the chair. Just play around a bit with your pose, get the appropriate amount of separation of the legs and the appropriate front to back and side to side. Hands either on the back of the chair, on the waist, or lift and lower with each time. For 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6. And 6, lower, lift the heel and step back and stretch out in L pose. Let's again step that left foot in towards the chair. This time we're going to come on to the toes of the right foot. So stretching it back, bend the knee in, and begin to lift right from that pelvic floor, right from the area we started our work today. Lift up and start to bring a stretch into the front of the right hip, the hip flexors. Maybe you can find that you can back up a bit more, take this a bit deeper. And maybe you can do that without the support of the chair, or lift one or both hands overhead. Exhale the hands onto the chair. Step both feet to meet at the back of the chair. Bend the knees slightly as we stretch the body out in L pose. Let's turn the left toes towards the side of the mat. Step the right knee in. Play around with your stance just to find that stance that gives you the most support, the most stability here. Oh, and we're on toes of the left foot. So a chair supported runner's lunge here. Press the toes in. Bend the front knee. You can come onto the thigh or lift one or both arms away from the floor or the chair. Release and step back to our L pose on the chair. Walk the feet in towards the chair, and we'll finish up our standing work with tree pose. So finding our supportive leg for the first side of our tree pose in our chair side leg. Lift the heel to the ankle, to the calf or up onto the inner thigh. Hands to the center. Open. And bring the hands back to heart center. And let's just lift that leg behind us and cross and bend. And come back to center. Let's come to the opposite side. Again, find your foundation with the chair side foot. Breathe here. Let's lift the heel. Heel lifted, come to the ankle, to the calf. Or see if we can come up onto the inner thigh. Open. Draw the hands back to heart center. Release. And just lift that leg out behind. But again, remember, we're still supporting that core strongly. And come back. And get back to center. Just give yourself a little room away from the chair. And just allow the body to sway, our arms to go gently from side to side, tapping the back body. And then just let it slow down and come back to center. Find our chair, come back to seated. And let's come back down onto our chair. Come to seated mountain toward our chair. Plant the feet, grab a drink, get anything that's necessary for your final relaxation pose. Have that handy. Sit towards the front of your chair. Take the arms to the side. Let's inhale the arms overhead. Hands back to heart center. This time we're going to once again inhale up. And this time, as the arms come down, we're going to reach out and fold over the legs. You might use the blocks for support here, because we're not trying at this stage, as we in our cool down portion, a gentler forward fold can just help us ease into our relaxation for final relaxation. Inhale, come all the way up. Draw the hands back to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And come back to heart center. Arms come overhead, and this time drop the left hand to the outside of the right thigh and twist towards our right side. Inhale, exhale, go through center and twist towards the left side. Exhale, come back to center. Let's take one cat-cow move. Inhaling, raising the sternum. Exhaling, rounding back. Inhale, come up. And now make your preparations for final relaxation. So you can sit back in your chair. So now the thighs are fully supported by the seat of the chair. Feet are comfortable on the ground, and find that position of the legs that just allows you to be comfortable. So maybe not fully at hip distance apart. Let the back be supported by the back of the chair, but not slouching into the back of the chair. Breathing here, closing the eyes. And just allowing the body to relax as completely as you can. Each breath allowing the body to relax 5% more. Inhale. Relax 5% more. Inhale. Relax 5% more. Surrendering the weight of the body completely to the support of the floor and the chair. Surrendering the breath, and then allowing the mind to find stillness, to find rest. And perhaps assisting the mind by focusing the mind on the breath. Letting each long, slow exhale take you deeper into that sense of relaxation. Now let's begin to deepen the breath, move the fingers and toes, circle the wrists, circle the ankles. Slide back towards the front of your chair. Come to seated mountain. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale the hands back to heart center. Thanking yourself for making the time for this practice. Thanking each other